Okay, subtracting integers. We're going to look at the models. This is Math 7, Unit 1, Lesson 3, Part 1. Okay, first the counter model for subtraction. When you do the counter model, that's take away. So in order to take away here, for this first example, 2 take away 5, I've got 2 there. I'm using positive counters are green and negative counters are red. If I take away 5, though, I have to have 5. So I'm going to have to create some more counters. Now, together, a positive and a negative 1 make a 0 pair. So adding these 3 0 pairs doesn't change anything here. Altogether, with the 2 pluses, the 3 pluses, and the 3 minuses, altogether makes 2. So I have 2 take away 5. So I'm going to take away the 5. And that leaves me with negative 3 left over. Okay, next example. 5 take away negative 7, or 5 subtract negative 7. In this case, I have to take away 7 negatives, but all I have are 5 positives. So in order to be able to take away 7 negatives, I have to create 7 new 0 pairs. I'm just adding 0 here, so it's not changing it. It's still 5. And I'm going to get rid of the 7 negatives, and I'm left with 12 positives. Okay, next example. In this case, I have negative 4, and I'm going to take away 2. Well, in order to take away 2, I need to have 2. And now I can take away the 2. And you can see that I get negative 6. I get 6 negatives. Okay, the last example. Negative 3 take away negative 4. So I've only got 3 there to take away. So in order to take away a 4th one, I'm going to need to have it. And when I take negative 3 take away negative 4, I get positive 1. Okay, let's look at this using the Who Wins model. In the Who Wins model, we are going to change it to addition and then do it using the regular addition rules. So 2 minus 5 would be rewritten as 2 plus negative 5. I add the opposite, so this gets changed to adding from subtract. This gets changed from 5 to negative 5. So I change from subtract to add, and then I change the number to its opposite. And then I can do the Who Wins model. In this case, 5 and 2, 5 is bigger, so the negatives win. And 5 minus 2 is 3. The negatives win by 3, giving me a negative 3. Notice that is the same answer that we got doing the counter model. Okay, next example, 5 minus negative 7. I would change this to an addition problem. It's going to be 5 plus. So subtracting is adding the opposite. So I'm going to add the opposite of negative 7. The opposite of negative 7 is positive 7. And I get 12. Notice that is the same answer I got here. When I add the opposite here, you can see that to take away negative 7, I have to add 7 in order to do that. Okay, next example, negative 4 minus 2. That's negative 4 plus the opposite of 2, negative 2. These are both the same sign. They're both negative, so the negatives will win. And 4 and 2 make 6, so negative 6. And that is also the same answer we got using the counter model. Negative 4 take away 2. We get rid of the 2. We get another 2 negatives, and we get negative 6 as our answer. Okay, and then the last example. Negative 3 minus negative 4. This is going to become negative 3 plus. The opposite of negative 4 is positive 4. Now as you look at this, the positives win because 4 is bigger than 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, so the answer is positive 1. And you can see that that's the same answer we got with the counter model. Negative 3 minus negative 4, we had to get another negative, and we got a positive while we were at it. And that's the models. Let's do a couple of examples here. What you do is Okay, common mistakes. Common mistakes. Do not change the sign of the first number. You only change the sign after the subtraction. So in this case, the 8 is going to remain 8. The minus becomes plus, and the 3 becomes negative 3. Because subtract is add the opposite. Okay? In this case, 8's bigger, so the positives win. 8 minus 3 is 5. So positive 5. Okay, 9 minus 17 would be rewritten as 9 plus negative 17. And in this case, the negatives win. And 17 minus 9 is 8, so it is negative 8. Okay, negative 3 minus 3, that's going to be negative 3 plus negative 3. Changing the subtract to add and changing the 3 to a negative 3. Now these are both negative, so the negatives win, and 3 make 6.